Hey guys, what's good? Triple J Boxing. So I just watched Tommy Fury versus KSI, and let me tell you what a waste of time it was. Just like the Logan Paul Dylan Dennis fight, it's hard to believe that fight was actually better than this one. They were both wastes of time, but this KSI versus Tommy Fury was a pure waste of time. It makes me not want to see Tommy fight ever again. It makes me not. I don't want to see KSI ever fight again, to be honest. I wanted to see KSI versus Jake Paul, but I don't even want to see that no more after seeing this fight. The amount of holding and grabbing in this fight, and Tommy Fury, for some reason, he was obliged to do it as well. He was smothering his own attack. I don't know if he was too anxious in there. He thought that KSI was so below him in skill level that he thought he could just rush in and smother himself and eventually get a knockout, which didn't happen. Maybe Tommy's just not that guy, because I expected a knockout in the first or second round, unless it was a fixed fight, which after seeing this fight, I don't think it was fixed, just because the fight, not just because the way the fight played out, because the way the post-fight interviews, KSI did seem very irritated that he lost, and I don't know, we'll just assume it wasn't fixed. Tommy's just not that guy, because you should be able to get this guy out of there. And he was smothering himself. Like, all he had to do was, like, I know KSI's an awkward fighter because he's not a boxer. So he's awkward, right? He's moving all over the place. He's awkward. But if you're a good boxer, you got to figure him out. And I know it was only a 6-round fight, but was it 6 or 8? I forget now. But you got to figure him out and at least step back a little bit, get a bit of distance, like middle distance, and land a hard 1-2 on him. But no, you didn't. You smothered yourself. So both performances by KSI and Tommy were terrible. You would have to give more credit to KSI because at least he's not a boxer, really. So it falls more on Tommy for not getting the job done. But the whole fight itself was just bad. I don't want to see a rematch. I really didn't even care who won. Tommy won the fight, though, guys. There was a point taken away, but he still won, which, I don't know. I'm kind of glad he won because I don't want to see KSI come back. I want to see at least Tommy maybe fight a Jake Paul or a real boxer, get back to his real career. Other than that, I really don't want to. I'm not interested in seeing Tommy after this, to be honest, or KSI or Dylan Dennis or Logan Paul. I don't want to see any of them. The only one I would want to see back is like Jake versus Tommy, like I said, or Jake versus a real fighter, a real boxer. Not in it. I'm done with these MMA guys. I think it's run its course, guys. Or I think YouTube boxing will start falling off a bit if this keeps on happening, fights like this, because both the co-main event and the main event was trash. And but then again, maybe I'm wrong, because all these casual young kids look up to Jake Paul and Logan Paul, so maybe I'm wrong. You see, like they're such good marketers, these guys, the Paul brothers, that they know what they're doing. But for the actual boxing fan, then again, the actual boxing fans, probably a lot of them maybe are watching this, but they're probably maybe going to be not watching anymore. But maybe those casuals and those young kids are still going to watch. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe YouTube boxing will keep on going strong. But I would think the co-main event and the main event was so bad, you don't want to see any of these guys back. But the undercard was pretty decent. Like the Salt Poppy fight and the Dean the Great and what was his name? Something Shark. He almost came back and beat him in the last round. Those fights were kind of fire, but yeah, guys, Tommy gets it done. He was clearly, obviously, trying to rough up KSI. He thought he could just do that and not use any boxing skill or try to figure out any strategy. He thought he could just bulldoze him, which obviously Tommy's couldn't do it. Maybe KSI was just too awkward for him, or like I said, Tommy's just not that guy to get the job done. So, not to say he was that guy, right? But I thought he was going to do, like I said, knock out KSI. But terrible fight, guys. Let me know your thoughts on it, though. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys.